is that we are the originators of the images. Here's the thing, Google absolutely loves original content. Loves, loves, loves original content. And by providing images to the web that have never been seen before, your site gets a huge boost in the search engine's index. Google will see your site as an originator of content, and that is one of the most powerful things that you can do for your site in Google's eyes. They will treat you like royalty if you are the originator of content, and you can do that easily by being the originator of images. The big question then becomes, how do you obtain your own original images? I'm going to give you two techniques that we've used in the past. Both work very, very well. Both cost a little bit of money to do, and just a little bit, but the payoff is absolutely worth the dollar cost. So I'm going to tell you those two techniques right now. The first way that we've obtained images is we've simply posted an ad on Craigslist looking for a photographer to take images for us and send us those images on CD, and then we send him a PayPal payment or a check payment. It's very easy. In your Craigslist ad, just say, I'm looking for pictures of betta fish. I would like you as a photographer to take your camera, go down to the pet store, and take pictures of various betta fish. And that is how we obtained many of the pictures on this website. Is the photographer went down, he asked the pet store person if he could take photos, he took photos of many of the betta fish and sent them to us. Google's smart enough that it knows a duplicate image from an original image. It's something important to know. So we took those original images, uploaded them to the net, and voila, it was done. Now, a second way to get images, and we've used this as well, is using what I call the image cruncher technique. This one's probably even easier to do than the first one I gave you, but it requires that you have a list of at least 500 or so people. We have a list of 12,000 for this particular site, so it worked very, very well. All you do is this. You send out a mass email to your list and you say, send in pictures of your betta fish. Send in pictures of your betta fish. We're going to choose some betta fish to put on our pictures to put on our site. We're going to choose the top 50 or the top 20 or whatever. If your picture's chosen, we'll send you $5. That's it. You'll be amazed at how many people take you up on this offer and send you in pictures of their betta fish. We had literally hundreds upon hundreds of pictures coming in to our inbox as a result of doing this. Now, if you can only afford 10, you only want to spend $50 on this, then just ask for, take the top 10. If 20, then take the top 20. However many you can afford, take. You can see from this website that I've put roughly 20 or so pictures on this page, and that's really all you need. You don't really need any more than that. On the flip side, though, that you don't want to put too little. You don't want to put 3 or 4 or even 5 is too little. I would say between 15 and 20 is really the sweet spot in terms of putting enough on the page. The next step after you've put your page up is to optimize the page for the search engines. You can see if you look up in the corner here that I have a title tag embedded that's very, very keyword rich. Betta pictures, betta picture, photos of betta fish. It's a very keyword rich title tag. So you want to make sure that you follow the SEO techniques that we talk about in the other free videos and the money word matrix to make sure that you're targeting money words on this page and that you're using the money word matrix and the article marketing techniques to fully optimize this page for the search engines. So that way, when somebody does go to Google Images or the main Google index and they type in pictures of whatever, your site's going to come up here, and it's also going to come up here. Now, I mentioned earlier that traffic from using the GI traffic formula comes from two places. It comes from the main Google index here, from pictures and from listings. It also comes from the images index. The images index is right up here. If you go to Google, you'll see at their main menu at the top is images. And if you go over here, lots and lots of people use the Google Images search engine to find images on various things. So if we type in betta fish into the Google Images search engine and click go, what that's going to do is pull up tons and tons of pictures of betta fish, and it's going to display not only the picture but the website where the picture is from. So as you can see here, all about betas.info, ebeta.com, betafishcare.blogspot.com. That's where the traffic's coming from, as people come here and they click on those images. If we go back to Google Analytics and we go back to traffic sources, you'll recall that down in traffic sources, when I viewed the full report, that on the number 6 spot was Google Images. And that's exactly what's happening here, is people are going to the Google Images Index and doing those searches. So if we type in, let's say, beta photos in this case and click go, it'll pull up, for instance, Beta Fish Center will come up down here and will show one of those photos. Now what this is doing is it's pulling in photos from my web page over here. It's also incidentally pulling in some photos from my home page, because I have some pictures of beta fish on my home page as well that are original that people sent in. If we go there and we go down to the testimonials section, we'll find that image that we just saw on Google Images right here on the home page, right here. See? So that's where this traffic is coming from. Now, to make this technique really, really work well, and I admit that I've been a little lazy in this regard, is you need to insert something called alt tags into your keywords, into your images. So an alt tag, what that is that's a little piece of code that you put in your source code next to each image, and you can put a keyword in that code. And what that keyword does is it tells Google what the image is about. Because Google, even though it's really smart and it knows that these images are original, it doesn't know what they're about unless you label them. So I've labeled my pictures just beta. You can see that I have beta 1, beta 2, and you're just looking in the lower status bar here. Beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, beta 4, beta 5, beta 6. That's not really optimal. What you would want to do, and I'm actually going to go back and do this now that I'm talking about it, is you would want to select money words, a list of money words like beta splendens, beta fish, care, red beta fish, blue beta fish, male beta fish, female beta fish, all the different keywords that would apply. You don't want to put like beta fish disease unless, okay, whatever the picture is of, you want to find a corresponding keyword that would match it. And you want that keyword to be a money word if possible. So if one of these pictures was of a beta fish that had a disease, I could put in beta fish disease as my keyword, and if that was a money word, I could get ranked for it in Google Images. So let me show you what I mean by an alt tag. If we view the source of this page by just going to View, Page Source, I'll show you what an alt tag looks like. Let's do Control F and find an alt. There's one. Every image should have an alt tag. Now, my images all have an alt tag, but it's blank, as you can see. So this is looking at my arrow down. This is one of the images on the page, and the alt is blank. Now, if this was a picture of a beta fish, I would want to put my keyword between here. So I would want to type in beta fish, male beta fish, blue beta fish, red beta fish, whatever the picture entailed. So if we scroll down and we get to the actual images section, we'll go up. They're actually right up here. For example, let's take this one here and put it into Notepad. Let's go ahead and write a sample alt tag for this together. Expand this out. What you want to do is put your alt tag right after the image source. So if we read this, you'll see that the image source starts right here. It's img space src equals. Then it will give you a string that ends in a quote. Right after there is where you want to put alt equals parentheses and then your keyword parentheses space, just like that. So in this case, this is beta 1 small, and if we go back to the page, I believe it's this one, beta 1 small, and this is a red beta fish. So let's go ahead and type in red beta fish, just like that, for my alt tag. And what you want to do again is you want to select money words for your alt tags wherever possible. So I'm not sure if that's a money word or not. What I would want to do is better keyword research before I wrote my alt tags. And let's actually check though and see. If we go here and type in red betta fish, click Get Keyword Ideas. Now if someone types in red betta fish, chances are they're looking for a picture. Now look at this, red betta fish, 1,300 people are searching for that. I would bet you that if I relabeled this picture red betta fish with an alt tag of red betta fish, it would show up in Google Images when someone typed in red betta fish, and therefore I might get more traffic to my site as a result of that, because my image would show up at the top. That's the power right there, and it would happen in a matter of days. Now if I go back to the web as well and I typed in red betta fish, again my image might come up at the top and create just a flurry of traffic. I could be getting 1,000 extra visitors a month potentially just from changing my alt tag. That's how powerful alt tags are. And again, now that we've gone through this exercise together, I'm personally going to go back and I'm going to be changing up all my alt tags on these images so that they're correct and so they have money words embedded. Now for your alt tags, don't enter more than one keyword for the alt tag. It just needs one good keyword in there. So that right there is how to harness the power of Google Images and how to harness the power of images in general on the internet to get lots and lots of additional traffic to your site. So let's recap from the video because we covered a lot, but it actually, when you boil it down, simplifies into a three-step formula. So step one is to gather your images, and again you can do that by employing a photographer or tapping into your list and having them send in their own images. Step two is to create a pictures page in the main directory of your Niche Marketing 2.0 website. Find the money word as well that matches and put it in your title tag. And then step three is to load your images onto the page and then insert alt tags into each of your images based on a set of money words. Now, step four, of course, would be to drive traffic to your pictures page, and you can simply do that through article marketing, which we talk about a lot in the Niche Profit Classroom video course and in some of the other free videos. And that's really it. And just do a little bit of that because nobody's using this technique. It's wide open. It's very non-competitive, meaning that if you create a page with pictures on it, you're not going to be competing against a lot of other websites out there, which means you're going to be able to really easily get that page to the top of Google. There's no competition, very little at least. And the results, again, can be thousands upon thousands of additional visitors, targeted visitors to your website each month, which could result in hundreds of additional sales of your ebook and thousands of additional dollars in your pocket. Again, we implement this across almost all of our niche websites. The ones we haven't, it's just because we haven't done it yet because we've been too lazy to do it. But we really should. In fact, you should attempt to do this on any website that you build because of the traffic potential. So I hope that gives you the information you need to implement this for yourself. And I hope you take action with this when you're finished watching this video.